It's time for another episode of
Bill and Pam Podcast. Bill and Pam. Hi, I'm a faggy, bald fuck, Pam.
And I didn't win the popular vote, but I won the election. Electric Bill.
And welcome to our podcast. Today we have a lot of guests again that we didn't market. Everyone introduce yourselves. Go around in a circle and share.
Let's start with the one that we knew was going to be here.
Yeah.
I'm Katie, otherwise maybe known eventually as Paige Turner. We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll talk about Katie in a bit for you that don't know who she is. Then.
Oh yeah, I'm Joseph, I'm here.
And I'm Jackie, I might say something.
Probably not. She's probably going to go leave to get Taco Bell in the middle.
Yes.
I feel that.
I
would too. I'm the co-host, but I might too.
Well, Katie offered to leave during the podcast to go get us food.
No, not leave during it while you were painting.
I love the idea of us making the guest be the food runner.
Okay, before we go in on our little bio on Katie, put the pats down. Put the pats down.
I love that you have to designate what. You have to
For those of you listeners, my pads are labeled left and butt.
I like that every podcast I forget. There's like one moment in every podcast where I forget it's a podcast and I do a visual reference.
Yeah, you do it quite frequently. Before we get into who Katie is, let's mention the fact that today is Electric Bill's birthday show.
Yeah,
You're like 5. How old are you?
I'm 16. No, I'm 19.
Okay, cherry bomb.
Well, no, I'm super excited for my birthday show. It's gonna
Wait,
be,
you're 19?
Well, it's gonna be my birthday show for 1 hour.
Yeah, it'll be your birthday show, and then like I feel like I'm gonna tell Mia and make Mia have Mia make everyone sing happy birthday.
Full on going to tell her.
Speaking of which, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Electric Bill. Happy birthday to you.
Well, that did not make a very major ending.
We're not live singers. We lip sync for a reason.
Okay, speak for yourself.
I was like,
I am a live singer. You wanna?
That's a
And we
strong
couldn't
word. You
hear
make
you.
noises into a microphone.
And I was like, in the one time I heard you sing
The mic
performance.
wasn't on.
Yeah, the mic
mic
was
wasn't
not
on.
working.
The mic was
And I was
on.
just like, hello.
Whenever Devion made that post about the ball, I almost made a comment underneath it where it's like, thank God Bill isn't trying to sing this time or he'd have to turn his mic off again.
I shouldn't clap so much. I clap a lot. It's a lot of the Trixie that I've been watching.
Wait till Oscar bait.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so any of you guys who don't know who Katie is, Katie is a really good friend of mine, also known as Paige Turner. We're still trying to get her into drag, still trying to get her to perform.
I don't have the makeup yet. I'm getting there.
All right.
I don't have the makeup yet.
I refuse to do my drag daughter's makeup for her.
Well, it's better than what would happen if I did it, which I am doing my own vape tonight, so get ready for that.
Oof. Watch out, anyone coming tonight.
I love it.
You probably met Katie before, actually. She's actually really prevalent within the community. A lot more people know who she is than I thought would. No offense. But, like...
I don't even know who knows me.
Yeah, like...
I know you four and
you
Dylan.
show up, and there will be people that walk up to you and just fully know you. Like, not even queens.
Yeah.
Like, people that just go there and just recognize you. Or, like, Aria will be like, oh, yeah, you come all the time. Like, you're a great audience member. And it's, like... People recognize you. People know you because they're able to spot a good audience member and they know how often you're there.
I'm just bored. No, that's not the reason why I go. No, that's...
You also take a lot of video and like pictures of queens and everything.
And then wait 4 weeks and then finally post it.
Yep.
And then be the only reason I'm posting it is trying to clear room on my phone for Pride. And then it's only take like maybe 5 minutes of video.
I love that.
5 minutes of video that then won't send.
Yes. I was trying to send some videos to a queen. I don't know if I should name drop. It was Beverly. It was Beverly Hills, and she
Okay, what about this story would make Beverly offended that you name dropped her?
That's true. So,
Continue telling the story.
I know, but so like she had texted me at like 2:30 in the morning after Martha's Pride this past Saturday, and I was about to like just pass out. Like I was already in my bed, and then she messaged me, and I still had my sound on, and I was like, "What the shit?" I don't know. You allow cussing? That's fine.
Why would it be?
This should become one of those guests who asks.
Why do we need to make this advertiser friendly? The only person who sponsors us is Squarespace. They don't give a fuck.
But anyway, so like Beverly messaged me, and I was like, here's the videos, and then my phone didn't send me a notification that like she sent me another message at like 9:30 in the morning, and it was like the videos didn't send, and then I didn't respond to her until about 5:30 when I finally checked my Instagram, and then I was like, oh, here you go, and then it took 3 more tries to send 3 like 45-second videos, and I was just like, my phone hates everything.
Did you take a video of my Pride performance? You said you did, and then you said you didn't. No.
I said I did. I sent it to you.
She did, but then she deleted it.
I did not get it. I did.
My phone hates
Wait,
all
what'd
social media.
What'd you send it? Oh,
I
through
wish you
Instagram?
could have gotten
Yes.
video.
Oh.
I wish
I
you
don't
could
have
give
your
you,
number.
I'll give you my number so you can send
Okay.
it.
I wish
You
you
can
could've-
delete it afterwards. That's fine. I get it.
I wish you could have gotten video and pictures of my performance last night. I wish you could have been there at my performance last night.
I was
'Cause it was everything.
babysitting at a church. Some really kids.
No, yeah, babysitting at a church.
But-
Sounds like good podcast material.
No, these were some black
talk
kids.
about a dance recital in a minute.
I already told this story off camera, but I don't give a fuck. I'll tell it again for the podcast. My first number last night, I did a full like lounge singer everything, and it was that red dress that constantly rides up practically up to my neck, and you can see that I don't have a vagina. So I just decided to do a little
nothingness.
So I decided to
It's
just
not of its. It's just molded itself off. It's just like
Barbie realness. There's not even a mound.
Honestly,
like a
I
Barbie.
wish you would just contour over the tights and just do like those little divots in a Barbie. Do like
I like
Oh.
contour in, like I contour on like a totally not real like V.
contours on a pussy. I would love that.
It's literally
Isn't
just
there-
a black line with a Sharpie.
I was like, do you know how there's like those printed tights that have like the like little pandas on them and stuff?
I
There's
don't
one
think they
with
have
just
one with
the
a built-in
vagina.
vagina.
No, boobsforqueens.com actually do sell full bodysuits with airbrushed on like vaginas and boobs.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, but that's a little.
They look terrible.
They
and
look
they're
very
expensive.
creepy.
They're terrible and very expensive.
Okay.
They cost like hundreds of dollars.
I love the idea of Pam not wanting to wear panties so bad that she orders a like $200 disturbing realistic vagina
Right?
just so she
Cute.
can. Which sounds worse. I'd rather you just not do it. Which sounds like.
You think you would spend $200 on like a bodysuit and not a wig? Like that's all he spends.
Oh yeah,
money
if you
on.
have $200, but you
I spend it on tracksuits.
Yes.
Yeah, spend it on tracksuits that
Okay,
rip when you get them. That
It wasn't a tracksuit, it was a jumpsuit. But it did rip in half immediately. The second
Honestly,
I tried to put it
I
on.
think that was God's work.
Wait,
I
you
think
didn't
that
Cute.
You didn't tell me that.
Oh, I didn't tell you this. Okay,
No.
story time. Okay.
Sidebar from the other story. Let's tell this story from
Okay.
Pride.
Oh, we
This-
opened 20 stories and finished
Okay.
one of them.
Yeah,
feel like-
I know. And listen to the
Okay.
podcast.
This Saturday was Pride. Me, Jackie, and Bill all performed with Abduction. And I was getting ready. I was doing Love Shack. I was debuting a new number. I was stealing my fantasy. I was feeling fresh. So I was getting ready. And I had worn this this hot pink skater dress that I now wear every day.
With my flower crown.
With Katie's flower crown that I had pinned in, even though it immediately fell off when we
It
started performing.
fell off like halfway through.
Oh, well.
And that was
Oh.
because you just did some part and just went, wee.
Well,
Which
for those wondering, Katie mimed either a blowjob or a hair flip. I couldn't
Which Pam did both that night. That's
At once.
Okay, that's the part of the night that you skipped over that we need to talk about. Is you got a condom off of the glow stick or whatever?
Oh, okay.
That was iconic.
hard.
We'll get back to that because like Pride is gonna be its own section. Anyway, I was getting ready and I brought this like really cute color block jumpsuit. I was super excited for it, and I tried it on out of pads before, and it was like kind of hard to get on, but it wasn't like tight or anything. And I got into it. I was changing costume, and I pull on the zipper to zip it up, and the zipper pops off. The zipper pops off in my hand.
Love
and
that.
then I am like close to tears, and I'm like trying to get it off, trying to fix it, and then it rips down the middle. It practically rips in half.
It wasn't a fun thing to witness, but looking back on it, it was fucking hilarious.
It was so funny. So I had to wear my walk around for my Love Shack performance. I still look good.
Honest to God, I think that dress works better than the outfit you were gonna wear.
It was that jumpsuit had like bell-bottomed like pants and everything. Like it was.
I think it
gonna
worked
be
better.
cool.
No, it looked pretty with the flower crown though. I love that color pink with that flower crown. You looked very just like that's a more bubbly fun.
And also,
bubbly
for
fun
reference, the flower crown was in like a rainbow for Pride. My mom bought it for me at Michael's. She was like, my mom is like, I was like, yeah, I'm going to Pride. That's why I can't come home for Father's Day weekend. And then she called me. She was like, I found these like these like rainbow headbands
like,
at
Mom,
Michael's.
I can't come home. I'm in VIP.
I had to explain that afterwards of all of that. But then they left me alone with alcohol. That's all I have to say. But and then she like explained the
Do
three.
we want to open up that story? I don't think we need to talk about that. I don't think we need to talk about
is
that.
it?
Never mind.
But
Okay, I don't know what just happened, but cool.
we'll explain later.
Alright.
But
We'll explain off camera.
like one of the ones was like it had like it had like the little cat ears, and then I guess it was also a unicorn. My mom's terrible at describing stuff. And then she was like describing the flower crown. She was like, it's a headband with like these little cute flowers on it. And I was like, oh, I want that. And then she brought it home. The flowers are literally the size of my hands, and I have giant hands as a 6-foot obese person. That's my description. We'll go with it.
I also have an anecdote. Another thing that happened at Pride that we referenced earlier. Okay, so during Play Girl Play, the first game that happened, it was hosted by Catriona and Devion. And the first game was they brought 6 people on, and I was like, fuck it. I still had a little bit of a buzz going. So I was like, I'll do it, raised my hand, got pulled on stage, and they split us into partners, and they had these giant foam glow sticks, and they made it like 3 of the people be the tops and 3 people be bottoms, and put a wristband around each of the glow sticks, just at the base, and the bottoms had to suck it, like use their mouths to get the wristband off of the dick. And they presented this as a challenge. And like, ready, go! And I immediately bit down and I got it off in less than 5 seconds.
You went in
I
there.
literally pulled my hair back, went down, and literally all I heard, oh, this bitch means business.
I know. I love Pam like aggressively going for it. I'm in pageant hair, trying to hold it back, going down on this damn thing. And I'm like, it's so gripped on there.
And I didn't even smear my lipstick. That's the mark of a true hooker.
Can I just say, since we brought up Catriona, my favorite moment of the night with Catriona's Lady Gaga number, where she spent half of it having to break up a bar fight.
I love that. I love that.
That was.
But I also never got my drink tickets from Devion for winning.
Oh.
Well, that was like, I also participated in a game at Pride, and it was like
You
never.
got put in a weird one.
Yeah,
Yes!
you're weird. I was like, how is this allowed? How is this legal?
Okay, so it was never have I ever, but like the things you say
was
were
strip
written
never have I
on.
ever.
Yeah, it was strip never have I ever, and like you were right next to me when I volunteered. But and granted, like I was in like a crop top and like jean shorts, like that was, and then like undergarments. That's all I had on. And when I heard it was strip poker, I just went, holy shit. And then I look back, and
Then it
I'm
got a
like-
little sad.
Well, and then, so like
I mean, to be fair, same. Like, if they don't, did they tell y'all when you raised your hand for it?
no, they just
No,
said we
They
need a lot
really
of
should have,
people.
because
part that was-
that's a game you need to prep for.
That's not what I was referring to. It got a little sad because Katie never had to take off
Yeah,
any of her
no,
gloves
okay.
because she hadn't done anything on the ball.
Okay, okay, because Devion rips me a new one on stage as well. I don't need you to do it too.
The best part of it though was this like hot Hispanic guy that I kind of wanted to fuck. Like for his like fully like you gotta take off your pants, and he was in a full pride jockstrap,
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that.
ass
Yeah.
out, and I'm like, is this allowed? I think it's allowed.
Yeah, but anyway, like the one I got was like, the one I got said like not or like has not been gay today, and I was just like,
Has not, never have I ever, has not been gay
or
today.
it says not been gay. I
Okay,
think.
but that does sound like something Devion or Catriona would have
Yeah, I know.
Never
Well,
have I
and, like,
ever
there
not
was-
have been gay today.
Like,
And so
has not-
I got that, and I was like, and then Devion was like teasing me. She was like, "Oh, you've been looking some pussy today," and I was like, "No, I'm a virgin." And then she was like, "I know, I fully said that to Devion in front of the crowd. I don't know how."
There's a point here where you start lying.
You know I'm a virgin.
No, there's a point where you should have started lying on stage.
Was going to. Also the two other balls had like non-sexual stuff on that I have done. So like there was stuff I had done, just not on. There was literally like a ball that was like
Skin to
this
Cataline.
sexual. No, I know. Like one of them was like had gone blackout drunk or like gone streaking.
True.
Gone streaking.
You've gone streaking.
Yes. I've told you
Me
my
too.
family reunion.
We'll get to this story
I
some
just-
other
whoa,
time.
hey, I didn't think streaking was gonna be a family reunion story.
Okay, it wasn't
Bill,
like
you ready for
it
your
was.
Branson?
I mean, most of my family lives in Florida, so it's fine. No, it's not.
You don't want to work. You're making me want to know so many questions that I don't want to ask.
Okay, I guess we're gonna hear the streaking story.
So it wasn't like actually with like any of my
Were
family
you of
members.
age?
I was.
That's a no. That is a no.
Oh no, it was just the summer before junior year.
So you were 15.
I was 17. I was 17.
That math doesn't check out, but okay.
I was 16.
Are you old for your grade?
No, I was 16.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
16. It wasn't with any of my family.
I think that's legal in Florida, actually.
Florida's.
I think that's the age of consent in Florida.
Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was like, it's Florida.
Laws.
We live
But, okay.
You have to be
So, like-
14 to fuck people, 18 to fuck alligators.
And 7 to own a gun.
But, so it was like,
You don't gotta be.
so the reason why I go to Florida is like most of my family lives in Florida, and my grandma owns like a timeshare condo, like penthouse at this hotel in Daytona Beach, and because like I don't know if most people know how timeshares work, but there's like the same few people like every year, and I made a bunch of friends that year, which was a surprise. But
So streaking?
I'm getting there.
I was like, we're stuck on your grandma's condo. I don't know how long it's this until we build into street.
While I would
I'm
love to
getting
have this
there.
faggy conversation about your grandma's condo off the podcast, let's
I'm
keep
getting
things
there.
rolling.
I am. But so then I like made a bunch of friends, and we were just like, we stayed out late like one night, and I was one of the older ones, which is probably the more concerning part, but.
Oh no.
How much older?
I keep hesitating at the wrong spots. I'm doing math. I was only
How
the
old
oldest.
was the youngest one?
She was 14.
Not great, but I was expecting you to say
Okay,
like a
there was
kindergartner.
also there was no guys. It was only girls. So I figured it's
Okay,
not
that's
that.
a little better.
I was like, But so we were just staying out late one night, and then they had also gotten drunk, because that's all everyone does at the beach in Florida. And then they were just like, let's go streaking. And I was like, okay. So then we just kind of...
Wait. Did you describe who these people are? I'm still
It's
stuck.
just a bunch of friends.
Okay, friends. Okay. I was still stuck on the fact that they were family.
How hardcore can I go on this podcast? Are you still going to have your mom listen to this?
Just kids flapping in the wind.
I guess that's a no. I guess you're not going to have your mom listen to this.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I told her.
Okay.
She's
anyway.
fine. I just won't have my grandma listen to this now.
I was going to say, like, okay, let's streak. How did you not know you were bi?
That's true, too.
How did you not know?
I haven't come up to my family.
And you just said your mom knew!
I said, yeah. Okay, when I say family, I mean, like, everybody.
Well, I haven't either.
Okay, well, I told you.
I don't talk to my extended
I
family.
told you that this year at my family reunion I was going to, and
I
then
don't
my
talk
cousin.
to most of my immediate family.
Well, and then my cousin called me too fat, and I should lose weight to join the military. Remember, I told you that.
Yeah, I remember this.
Wow,
Yeah,
we're going
so-
into way deeper things.
My family's fucked up. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's finish talking about pride.
Yeah. But anyway,
And
yeah,
I did. I'm
that was all
still
the story.
standing.
Okay, well,
Joseph,
and then
do you
also.
have anything to say?
No, you guys
Okay.
all did great.
Yeah,
like,
Pride
I was
was-
in the VIP booth. So.
It was just super fun. That was interesting energy to deal with in the dressing room, though. I've never dealt. Everyone was all focused on their own thing. It's fun.
I mean, you guys missed the trash fire that was my performance, so it's fine.
I
Oh,
broke
yeah, I
my
forgot you-
I broke my 6-month sobriety and almost fought Jackie whenever she cut me off.
No, okay.
Because she's the only one that even tried to stop me.
Tell that story.
She's the only one that even tried.
Hey,
I don't know if I'm
helped.
sorry or if I'm not.
It's
No,
a good thing.
no,
it's a
I
good
told-
thing that you stopped
I
me.
told
But
you
no.
not to, and you told me to fuck myself.
Yeah, you did. No, she goes, I've got to rip Jackie's throat out. I was like, what do I do here?
I kind of helped in true fashion that, like I always do. I did a watered down version of what Jackie did. But like it was. So I just handed you my Red Bull. I'm like, drink this. I'm like, this will at least like pump you up.
No, but okay.
Yeah.
So like my thought going into it was like, okay, so we went there and got the 4 to 6 special 2-for-1 drink. So like Jackie can get slammed up until like 8 o'clock, and then she'll be good for the like performance. Like I'll be sober enough to know my words. Then they kept calling out drink specials.
I know.
Like after every round, I was like $2 Jack and Cokes or like all these pictures. Okay, Jackie's going, keep going. I was like, Jack, give me the money at your
I've
bills.
also at some point, I'm not certain when, but at some point made sure that Jackie was aware of your alcohol issues, probably in preparation for a weekend like this. Probably. Well, I mean, like, but I thought it was gonna be fine because you have hung out with the Mornays plenty of times, and
I wasn't in a stressful scenario when I was
I
hanging
know,
out with
and then I
Mormons.
didn't factor in the fact that we were stressed out and like
Yeah,
a full day of drag.
So I was alternating back and forth, having an internal battle, considering running out into traffic. And I go, Joseph, give me that. He does without hesitation.
No, I know the whole.
So much.
I get that.
Also,
I
you did
wasn't
not. You did not try to cut me off until after Jackie did.
No, because I was like, are you sure? And you were like, just give me it. And I said, okay.
And I was like, no.
And then I
It
said,
took you a bit to notice. I literally finished
I
this
didn't.
drink.
I didn't know at first because it was just happening behind my back.
Well,
and I turned.
I
Like,
also had.
Well, I think
like,
I pointed
this
it out
much
to you. I was
left
like,
in the
"Oh,
drink
Pam,
anyway.
I was trying to drink."
I only
wasn't
had
gonna.
a little bit left.
Okay,
I wasn't
one at
gonna.
a time, sir.
Sorry, I wasn't gonna step in and let Pam bite my finger off. I wasn't gonna be the one. I was like,
I'm not the one. I've never
it's
been
like,
the one.
is it keep a finger or like help Pam with her sobriety? I'm gonna like care about myself first. But Jackie stepped in.
Also, Dylan, even though I've talked to Dylan more than anybody else about it, because it's not something I really talk about, Dylan was the one who fully forgot and like,
he
you
was
want me to go
okay.
get you something? And like, here's $6. Go get yourself something from a bar.
And I was
And then
like,
Jackie
no.
goes, Pam, no. Pam, don't do it. And then Dylan looks back and goes, oh! Jumps a little bit.
I was still having like a pity party to myself at that point, and then like I just noticed like like Dylan trying to pull the money out of your hand and no. I was like,
I need this.
She's glaring me down in that pink
literally-
skater dress, the flower crown, just give me the death.
You literally gave. That was the scariest energy I ever saw Pam give off, and I was like, "This isn't good. This is not good."
This is Melissa incident energy.
I was like, I didn't know.
No, but mine wasn't even like, we need to keep Pam where she needs to be. Mine was more, I was like, we have a lot going on, and I know Rottweiler Pam comes out within a second. I don't want drunk Rottweiler Pam. I was like, she will kill somebody with a bobby pin.
I just literally ripped somebody's throat.
I know. I'm not letting that happen.
Oh, I like your flower crown. You wanna go,
Step on that.
Just throws her
You wanna
body.
go, bitch? I've gotten totally dusted.
love that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I have a small anecdote from last night. Okay, so
For the second time.
yeah. Okay, so performance last night, stunning, killer, everything. My second number, I decided to do Love Shack again because I wasn't super happy with how it turned out at Pride. Even though people seemed to like it, I still wasn't super happy with it. So I was going to do it again. So I was wearing my black and blue biker romper, which I've worn a couple of times, and just my normal crimped wig and my like dancing heels, like my 1-inch like kitten heel. And
Thanks, but
I was, oh god, PTSD flashback. Anyway, so I've gotten ready, I've got my wig glued down, and Devion goes, you know how Devion is, like Devion is half driven from like wanting to help everyone and half driven by wanting to have like a life-size doll. So he's like, sit down, I want to give you like some jewelry to wear. Puts on this giant diamond bib of a necklace on me. Puts these giant fuck-off blue earrings on me. This a matching giant ring, and this huge hair clip sweeping the entire wig to the side. And I was grateful. I was like, this is amazing. I like took pictures, but then I was like, now I have to wear this. Now I'm in full eleganza in a $5 biker romper and kitten heels, and now I have to go on stage and do a high energy dance number to Love Shack.
I want to make sure I'm picturing this right. Were you in the crimped hair?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I did, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know if that's been brought up.
Yeah,
Like,
if someone
I
wants,
bring it up.
if someone wants like hair stuff like that done, you should contact Katie because we're gonna start doing it for money.
Yeah.
She's gonna start doing it for money. I'll
Nah.
take
I'll take a cut but do nothing.
I'll mark it for you.
Well, it's just I've always liked doing hair, and I like.
We'll get back to this some other time. We gotta finish the stories. Okay.
You didn't finish?
No, there's more. So I go out and I'm performing
Yeah.
Love Shack in full jewelry. Halfway through, the hair clip falls out. The wig is pinned in and glued on tighter than I've ever pinned or glued any wig ever. So it's dangling on halfway, swinging around as I flip the hair. And just dangling on, swinging around like a projectile as I'm doing my number. And that's
that.
You
anyway.
put a lot
Yeah.
of hair clips in that number.
Yeah.
For-
The night ends. Like, it was a good night, made good money. I hung out with him for a while, had to go home. And it, like, you know how I get out of drag before I go? I, like, halfway get out of drag and then go home and get out of drag the rest of the way. So I, like, took my tits off and all that, had that stowed away. I was still in my final number. I was still in tights, still in pads, still in heels. Took the wig off, still in makeup. So I was walking back. I was outside my apartment, walking back. And there were two people that I don't know because I don't know any of my neighbors, sitting on a curb outside at 3 a.m. smoking, and I got very afraid. So I'm walking fast. I have my suitcase behind me. I'm like walking fast, like hoping they don't notice anything. And as I'm walking by, she goes, "Bitch, yeah!" And she goes, "I love your makeup." So I act on instinct and go, "You should come see me tomorrow night at Martha." I'm like, free cover, 11 o'clock. And she's like, seriously? Yeah! So she may be coming tonight.
She's a Pam regular.
Well, clearly she stays awake for it. So.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any anecdotes they'd like to share? I like the word anecdote today.
Okay. So Jackie did a gig in Joplin.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait, are we talking about the Harry Potter one that we all end up not going to?
Yeah.
Oh,
We didn't
Or are you
watch
talking
it.
about-
This isn't going to be about the number. I don't know what she did. It was probably good. But anyway.
$10 for Harry Potter trivia night, really?
It was a fundraiser.
Oh.
I still want
I
them to
still
kind of.
never-
I still want them to kind of book me, so I'm not going to judge them. Anyways,
I don't know if I want them to book me.
You can't. It's 21 only for bookings.
well, but before 10, I can do one number and leave. That sounds fine by me.
I was
That
like,
sounds-
that sounds like you.
Well, that sounds good. That's.
Anyways.
Katie read you.
Sorry. Actually, no. I'd rather just do one number. I can't think of like doing 2 songs. I don't know why. I'm just like, I think because there's like one number that I want to be my opening number, like if I do perform anytime soon. And
No,
then,
is it
like,
something about books?
No!
Oh, was it the burlesque
Okay.
number we talked about?
No, that's
And all
gonna
that
be the third one. No,
I
it's
want-
don't. What song do I
Don't
want to?
say it out loud.
Okay.
You gotta save it.
I realized there's nothing really very interesting for me to tell about this story. We went mini golfing. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, it was so fun.
And then we went to Sonic.
I want someone to produce a one-woman show of me, and it's just me doing song after song after song and changing costumes in between while da 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 plays while I change on stage.
Or Jeopardy.
We ready for Oscar bait?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I am.
Okay, so backed by popular demand from the one person who actually liked it, Katie said that she wanted to do Oscar bait whenever she came on here.
Yeah. Okay, like the only reason, so I am a very big book reader. I've always loved reading books, and it's mainly because I have dyslexia. So like, and when I was diagnosed with that, I like thought, oh, I need to read more books. Maybe that'll help. And
So what book do you want to talk about today?
So I am talking about, well, it's really more of a series. It's called the Don't Get That Look on Your Face.
I'm looking at everyone on
Is
the
it?
phone.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Well, I'm looking up the name of my book that I'm reading right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is it something by Sarah? Is it something by Sarah J. Maas?
Yes! Yes!
Oh,
Yes! It's the Throne of Glass series!
I like. Okay.
Oh, no.
What? Okay, no, let me, okay, hang on.
She has her
problematic.
She has her problems, but it's okay.
Remember that time
I'm
when people
in
asked
the-
why everyone was white, and she said, "Why should I have to put people of color in my?"
She's like,
books?"
maybe this universe doesn't have other colors.
Okay, she
This universe
That-
doesn't have melanin.
well, and also, like, she describes, like, everyone being, like, golden tan. And I was like, okay? Like,
Whitewashing to me.
I was like, okay.
Because I doubt when people say golden tan, they mean like Indian people.
Yeah. But they're like, no, it's always like described like they spent so much time outside. And I'm like, I spend a lot of time outside.
Okay,
but-
this reminds me of okay. If
Do you have a favorable opinion of this book?
I mean, well, I was just gonna talk about how I'm reading the last book of the Throne of Glass series.
Oh God, you went through
And
how many? There's a lot. isn't
There's
there?
a new
90.
the last one just came out back in October,
Yeah.
and like I just started it back in October. So there's 8 books in the series, I believe, and the last one's called Kingdom of Ash, and it's literally like 960 some odd pages.
Isn't that longer than War and Peace?
But like, and I'm on like page 600, but it does not look like it. Like the pages are so thin because the author like originally had it like over 1,000 pages, and then the glue that holds the book together would not hold the book together over 1,000 pages. So she had to like cut down on content. and the pages are so thin,
Her-
and I'm just like,
So
Her
she just
books-
deleted the ending.
Her books get poorly made though, so let it be known here right now. I do not like fantasy books. I do not read fantasy books. However, the one fantasy book that I have read cover to cover is what A Court of Thorns and Roses.
that's
Forever
the
series.
next book.
It's
that's the next.
serious trash. I hated it a
Oh
lot.
no! See, I love
Okay.
retellings of books. Like one of
I
my
love a
favorite books is Roseblood, which is a retelling of
I
Phantom
love
of the
She's the
Opera.
Man.
Phantom of that has such bad reviews. Is it good?
Yes, it is freaking amazing.
I was like,
love
everyone
it.
I've seen review that book hates
Okay,
it.
it's an acquired taste, but it's also about a violinist, and with me, even though I'm a viola player, anytime they mention a string player, I'm like, fuck
Yeah,
yes.
I kind of want to read it just because. Well, first off, that cover's beautiful, but also
Yes!
I don't know. I can't. Her books are the ones that have like colored writing, right? Don't they? Isn't it like red?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't love that.
I love colored writing.
It
but
hurts.
Maybe because I'm just. a
I mean,
child.
It
I'm
hurts
just
my
glad.
eyes.
I'm just glad it's not in
I
green.
haven't read any books that have colored ink in it because that sounds like really
headache.
expensive. Well, it also sounds like, why would a printer do that? You need a specialized. You would need, when getting the books printed, you would need a special section just for them, and it'd be so much more expensive to print it.
Yeah, I don't get why it happens.
Why would
either,
they
but it
do
happens.
that?
No, I have no idea.
But that golden tan thing you were talking about, that reminds me of this one weird detail in. I'm a huge fan of the Red Queen books.
Yes.
I read the first
and
one of those.
most of
Those
them,
sound good.
they're really, really good. But there's just one detail that's so fucking stupid that is never really addressed, and it drives me fucking insane. Where it talks about how, okay, in the world, all the working class people are so stressed out in work that their hair partially goes gray. Like, it's just like a common feature. But the part of their hair that goes gray is the ends of it. They're not going gray at the root. It's like, we're so stressed out that, like, the ends, like, the bottom half of their hair goes gray. Like, that's not how graying hair works. This was written by a middle-aged woman. I think you would know this.
So my Oscar bait is.
Wait, I'm gonna.
Oh,
cut
wait,
you
I
off
was like,
again.
I didn't know if you-
Why was your no? What's your problem with Sarah J. Maas? That's all I want to know.
She's a racist.
Oh, is she?
What's this?
I know we
Yeah.
covered it.
Like,
Okay, I was
we
just wondering
covered
if
everything. Like-
there was just more problems.
Well-
I was wondering if there was more
Also,
problems.
there was some consent issues in that book I read, but there's consent issues in Beauty and the Beast in general. There's.
We gotta, we're running short on time, so we're gonna have to pick up the pace of the podcast a little bit.
Oh,
What?
So,
oopsies.
everyone,
okay.
so let's go around for Oscar bait. What's your Oscar bait?
My Oscar bait is a book called When You Read This, which is kind of marketing itself as the new Where'd You Go, Bernadette, which I mean, I like it. Well, I don't ever know how to say that word. It's one of those novels that's written fully in just like emails and text messages and blog posts and stuff. It's not great. It's not my favorite book. I love how out of touch with reality the author is, just solely based on how often these people communicate only through emails. I was like, it's 2019. I don't think anybody talks through email anymore.
I've never conversed with someone through email.
I've never sent an email that wasn't business related.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
I think I did when I was like 8. Like that's all I did.
So Jackie, what's your Oscar bait?
Do you have?
I don't think I have any. I didn't plan on being here.
What's something that
she'll
you
just-
watched, read,
She's
listened
just gonna
to?
recount an episode of American Dad.
Do it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode of
So-
American Dad?
No,
The hot tub.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
Yeah.
The hot tub episode.
Is the correct answer. Is the.
Okay, can we all just shout off our favorite Francine quote really quick?
We'll watch
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many.
I have to think. Oh God.
I mean, a really, really great one
Mine
is
is
always
shot.
Yeah.
Shot.
Another really good one is I can't believe you didn't know I killed my college roommate. I stabbed her.
That's
That's how they open the episode.
I love her being like, I always told myself that while I was out there, if I survived this, I would dedicate my life to God. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. But obviously, I'm not.
We can't forget about the Oregon Trail one. I now know what it feels like to die. It's like a wicked log cake stand.
Okay, Joseph, what's your Oscar bait?
Can it be
It can be anything.
Anything?
Any kind of media.
any kind of media? So I'm a really big like. I'm not a gamer, but I like really.
Not that. It can't be that.
Can't
I'm
be.
kidding.
Oh,
No, I'm
okay.
kidding.
But I like very new, interesting, and like weird games. And so this game
This
came
is where
out.
Joseph takes a very hard line stance on Gone Home.
No. But there's this new game that came out. It's called Moonlighter, and it's about this dying town next to a dungeon, like how all of them start. And
Do
the
they?
main
I don't know what video games are.
Same. I play Wii Sports.
When you think about it,
Minecraft.
that's kind of how Horizon Zero Dawn starts too.
I was like, is this a Mario Kart stage? If it's not a rainbow and or a road, I don't know what it is.
I
If it's
love
Okay, if you're
Mario
listening to
Kart.
this and you play video games and you haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn, you either
It's
need to play it
best
immediately
fucking game.
or you need to go back in time and make sure that you're aborted.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, I was like,
that is a really good game. We can do an entire podcast on that alone.
We will. It's in the idea folder along with an entire podcast about Sleepaway Camp
I'm here for that one.
and an entire podcast about Winona Ryder.
We all have to.
Yes.
We all have to watch Sleepaway Camp because
I was like, I've never seen it.
It's
Oh, it's my
a
favorite movie of all
trip.
time.
I know how much you talk about it. I just, but like, I've never seen it.
Richard, Angela.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, I packed a whole bag. Aren't you proud of me?
Oh
Like,
gosh.
I wrapped it around my finger.
That is a mess.
Okay. My Oscar bait. I recently watched, like in one day, I binged the entirety of the new Tales of the City on Netflix. And I don't really know anything about Tales of the City. I know it's like a larger series and everything. I tried to search out to watch the rest of it. It's hard to find, so I'm not going to bother with that. It stands on its
I
own.
would read the first novel. I haven't read the other ones, but
I need to read the novel.
I kind of got everything I needed from the first novel.
Yeah, well, that's how all the novels are and all the series are. They're like self-contained within themselves.
Yeah.
But it has the most graphic gay sex scenes that I've ever seen in any kind of media
I love
outside of pornography. I've seen porn that's less explicit. I've seen porn less explicit than the gay sex scenes in this TV show. It's insane. My favorite part is all the cameos from drag queens in it. Bob the drag queen is in it, and he's a drag queen who runs a burlesque bar.
Which show?
Tales of the City.
It's on Netflix.
It's great.
Jack is like 11.
Katya is in it.
Yes!
Katya pops up out of nowhere because they're going to a leather bondage wedding. And all of them are in like, some of them are in like normal suits but with like leather harnesses, and some of them are fully just in like leather thongs and harnesses. And like there's a couple of people on a leash, there's a couple of people with pup masks on.
I hope you know that's what we're doing for my wedding.
And then
Love
it
that.
pans up, and the two grooms getting married, they're wearing, it looks like they're just wearing like leather pants and like harnesses, but like tuxes. And Katya is in an amazing red caftan in full drag marrying them.
Love that.
And it's time for us to tie the knot before we tie each other up. It's like, you may now kiss each other and then me. And then the grooms turn around and walk down the aisle, and you realize they're wearing assless chaps.
That's great.
And
Love assless
it's
chaps.
everything. It's so good. You need to watch it. It's amazing. Okay, next topic of conversation. We need to talk about the ball a little bit, just so this is where you get to start talking.
Oh yay!
Just updating people. Despite what Springfield After Hours posted, there's a little bit of miscommunication. Tomorrow night is Abduction. The ball is not tomorrow night.
Oh my
Are we posting this right after?
I'm posting it tomorrow.
Okay, well then Abduction is
Tonight.
Yeah, Abduction is Thursday. The
Thursday the 20th.
Yeah. There's a little bit of miscommunication. It's nobody's fault. There's a little bit of miscommunication with Springfield After Hours, and they reported that the ball was on the 20th.
Yeah.
But it's actually Abduction.
Yeah. It's all good. But I've been really happy with the response that we've been getting, because my goal whenever I came up with this and whenever Dylan and I were workshopping it was to like light a fire under the ass of some of these younger performers. and I was really afraid that wasn't going to happen because the only people that initially responded with a lot of enthusiasm were like quote unquote older performers like Devion and Stefan. Like they all responded really, really passionately right away.
They're also more experienced.
Yeah, and they're more like to know what a ball is.
Yeah.
What I've been really excited about is once we got these posters out, everyone just kind of like snapped into focus and started going after each other.
I know.
Especially Bliss and Josh.
I know.
And also, more people are talking about ours than I thought. Ours is the one that's gotten the most publicity.
Well, we have like
literally on the live
change.
literally on the live stream that Springfield After Hours did with Felony and someone whose name I can't quite remember. I'm sorry. Someone who I don't know and I don't think I'm friends with on Facebook. They both knew about the feud whenever Springfield After Hours literally said, like, the shade is great. Pam the Star is going for the jugular.
I think it was like this week on social media, or I think it was like yesterday or maybe Monday. I opened up your Instagram story first, and it was just like this trash, and then it was about Electric Bill, and then I opened up yours was next, and I was just like,
I know, it was fun though.
It's fun, and I know it's like semi-serious. Like I know it's not like fully like it's just like to help create publicity, but like.
It's like partially having fun insulting each other and reading each other.
Yeah.
That's like ball culture though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
ball
It's
culture.
therapy.
If you can't read yourself, you can't. Like, how are you gonna read anyone else?
Yeah.
Because I'm not absorbing any of that. It's
Yeah.
all for fun.
And it's also almost all true.
I love.
I mean, yeah.
I loved watching it live. I was just sitting in my bed, like
refreshing.
Yeah, I just kept getting the notifications because you tagged me in it, and so I just kept getting the notification that someone commented. I was like, hey,
oh
roll
my
back.
god, I didn't even think about that. I tagged like 10 people
Yeah, you
in
did.
that.
That's why people kept getting stuff.
Oh, so 10 people we were bugging the fuck out of them with notifications as we were didn't think about that. Sorry, Mia.
I am so ready for the Jackie Mia shade.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
It needs to.
I think Jackie's too much of a coward.
Okay.
What would you even read?
I know. That's why I said,
Yeah.
what am I gonna? There's a lot about me. What am I gonna read about Mia?
Yeah, what are you going to go after?
But I thought if I did it, it would be like really stupid stuff. Like your hair is the wrong shade of blonde.
like you wear those platform shoes a lot.
Again, I love the idea of you saying that, and then Mia being just like, I know your address. I'm going to come to your house tonight and murder you. I'm going to murder you.
We're literally just like, you are done. I'm getting you blacklisted.
Like, you are garbage. No one will ever love you. Just intense. Like, okay, well that one.
From like the people that don't throw shade ever. That's the thing.
Which I know
No,
Mia
you
would
throw that
never
shit
say
at her,
that.
and she just doxes you on Reddit. But yeah, super excited for the ball. That'll be on July 25th for
Okay,
anyone listening.
can we talk about this though? If the shade is this good, are we allowed to talk about who we're going against next for the ball?
Yeah, we're allowed. He announced in the first one that it is going to be. I don't know for sure who we're going to be up
If
against.
the shade is this real now, get ready for the Mornay invasion because
Oh
they're
my
gonna
God.
go in.
Oh my god, I can't wait for the Jackie versus Devion shades.
Oh yeah.
Or if Supernatural wins the Mia versus Devion shades.
I just have to say, if I go against Devion, you all screwed me. Like, not the lip sync. I'll have fun with that. It's like you were talking about going against Angelina. I'm fine. That's an exception that I've made.
Yeah, whichever one.
I don't want to go after Devion on Facebook. That's going to end up in blood.
Yeah, she will kill you.
That will end in murder.
I know. I'm just trying to imagine one of you trying to shade Angelina.
I wouldn't. I'm not trying that.
Don't touch that.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I kind of know Angelina. I've talked to Angelina a few times, and I kind of know her. I think I could maybe make it not weird.
Yeah.
Don't
Just
do it.
make
It's a
make
trap.
shade so-
It's a trap.
I mean,
That's the thing about the Mornay invasion is I love all of them, but like,
You
They're
try to
so
come
terrifying to try to
Yeah,
read because
yeah,
you know they
you
will
saw-
end you.
Aaliyah Mornay, I've never met you. I love you.
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
listening
And
to
I
this.
love her too.
Too.
We did do.
Okay, on my post, Aaliyah Mornay, I don't
Oh.
think she realized that it was like joke shade, and she kind of revealed that she had a personal problem with Bill as a queen, and jumped in and was
wasn't-
like attacking
It wasn't.
him too.
It wasn't personal. I talked to her. We went. It was. It was. She was always just trying to do it in the nature of fun. But like, I kind of messaged her to try to be like, "What's good?" Be like, I don't know you, but like, do we have beef?
So
I don't know.
no,
what I
we're
did.
going back and forth, and she decided to just contribute and then screenshot a picture of Bill in like boy shoes and drag and commented that underneath.
Which you walked in boy shoes handing out flyers on the street. I walked in boy shoes because I was not performing that
Okay,
night.
she doesn't know that. She
I'm
doesn't know
just
that.
saying, you said that was a judgmental thing we've both done.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did. You probably should have worn boy shoes when we were handing out flyers on the street.
Probably.
You were dumb.
I mean,
You
I'm not
were
gonna
stupid.
say I didn't wear Toms and in like a gown at the finale, like as I got drunk in the parking lot
I
before
know.
Logo.
Poor logo.
Okay,
Going
so
with it.
let's play a game. I have a game.
No.
I hope it's not that one you told me it was gonna be.
What one?
The one about the different terms.
We're not gonna. I don't even really remember what you're doing, what you're talking about. So I'm not. gonna
Okay,
do it.
good. I was
Okay,
like, I
explain
hope
the
it's
game.
not
Okay,
that.
what the game is going to do, as you may have known, a lot of tea about Drag Race All-Stars 5 has supposedly been leaked recently. What we're going to do, I'm going to need your phone so I can see some of the stuff I texted you, because I texted you a lot of stuff I had heard. I'm going to read off different details about All-Stars 5 that are speculative, and we're going to go around and you're going to say whether or not you think it's bullshit.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Here, I'll read them off with my phone then.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just go through here.
Okay, Bill's going to lead this game.
Give me a minute because we've talked about a lot of stupid shit. You informing me that they put my name on a poster that I don't know how it got there. You.
Devion was rushing.
That's
how it got there.
God, how long ago did we talk about? Okay, we have messaged too much since yesterday.
Well, and All-Stars 5 just got leaked like a few days ago.
Yeah.
So it should.
Read it out loud. Did you listen to any of it?
No,
Well, Jackie's going to figure out the game as we go along.
I was listening to Bo.
I
Okay,
was-
do you remember any of it?
Yeah, I remember quite a bit of it. Okay.
What are you
the-
doing?
Oh, okay, I've come to it. Okay, first off,
Oh, I'm stupid. It's
okay.
fine.
Have you heard the episode 1 rumors for All Stars 5? Pam texts me after I text her a homophobic video of Trixie. I said, they're usually bullshit this early, but what are they, LOL? And she says, we're getting a new format. There's 3
Wait.
possibilities.
We're getting, okay, let's just go with we're getting a new format. Let's go around whether or not we think that's bullshit.
I think we're in a format. I think that one of them is true, but there's 2 that were just like, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think we're getting a new
Yeah,
format?
I think that they're gonna try and do something and mix it up a little bit.
I think it's bullshit. I don't think we are getting a new format because the leak said last time this early said that we were getting a new format because we thought there's no way they'd be dumb enough to do this format again after All Stars 3. And yet All Stars 4 happened. I don't think we are. I think they're just going to mismanage All Stars 5 as badly as they mismanaged 3 and 4.
I don't know. Well, because, like, I haven't watched, like, a full All-Star season. So, like, I mean, I've just watched a few episodes, like, with Pam. So, it's just, like, I don't know. I, like, don't know how there'd be a new format.
Okay, now read off the new format. One at a time.
So first we have, there's a lip sync for your legacy, but eliminations are voted on by all the queens, Survivor style.
Okay.
I'd be here for it.
Yeah, I like
think
that
it would
idea.
be-
I doubt they would do
I
it.
love that
They
we
won't,
didn't
they
go
won't.
in a
That's
circle
not
again.
gonna
I think we're not going in a circle. We're just going to talk.
Yeah.
I'm not certain because I feel like having a lip sync for the legacy, the stakes would be so low for that lip sync.
Yeah.
Like from a television standpoint, because they'd presumably just be lip syncing for money, which would be so low.
I don't know,
and
it's
everybody.
$10,000. I'm like,
But then-
I would still try to pull out.
Yeah, but I mean, like as for making a TV show, like the
Yeah.
stakes wouldn't be as high, and the problems with lip sync for your legacy, like and the idea of like Queens eliminating Queens, it would only make it worse.
I don't
It would
like...
literally just be encouraging. I don't really care for Queens eliminating Queens.
No, I
I don't
don't
either.
like lip sync for your legacy. If anything, I think that if they're on there a second time, it's like All Stars. They need to be lip syncing for their life.
I like the idea of lip sync for the legacy, and I like the idea of the drama it could create. The problem is every season they always make it into like, oh, it's immoral to be eliminating the top competition, or there's all this talk about track records, and I hate it. I hate it so much. And then fans talk about how it's boring, and then once someone actually makes a risky decision and eliminates the biggest competition, then everyone loses their shit and starts sending Naomi Smalls death threats.
Okay, but I love Manila.
I love Manila too, but that was the most interesting part of that season.
Well, like, also, it makes full sense.
Yeah,
like,
right. It's exactly what I would do.
Too.
Well, but that's the thing that I think is kind of fun to watch, because it's like, who's gonna do it? Because first of all, I didn't expect Naomi to do that.
No, me neither.
Because probably also because like I felt like Naomi would try to, at the point that she was at, try to focus on her career after the All Stars, because I feel like at that point even she realized like, even if I eliminate her, I'm not gonna win. I don't have a possibility. So like. But like they have to think of like, is it gonna end my career?
Well, she was
like,
creating the moment.
Yeah.
She created a TV moment.
Yeah.
Okay, read the next elimination.
But then you have people like them. Like
this
them.
is one I've talked about before, and I hope it's the one they.
There's one winner who picks a queen to save, and the other two have to lip sync for their life.
I like that.
Oh.
I've talked about this before.
It sounds boring.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't know if they do it because it's almost admitting that lip sync for Legacy was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Um.
I hate sync for your legacy.
They'd have to play it up. They'd have to do a really good job playing it up and playing up like the alliances of it. Like, if you save me, I'll save you. And Okay, let's talk about the third one.
The third one, Pam described it as absolutely batshit, and she was gonna have to skim the video again to best convey it. So there'll be one winner a week, and that winner will lip sync against a different lip sync assassin from a past season every week.
That one's the one
to determine how eliminations go.
What?
If the winner wins, then they get to choose who to eliminate. If the lip sync assassin wins, the saved queens vote on who to go home. And I just sent back a meme. I sent back the meme of a lady crying, going, "Wow, that was so fucking stupid."
Okay, let's go through the cast. Okay, so far the cast lineup, it says that that's going to be half old queens. Well, not old. Half queens from older seasons and half queens from new seasons. Do we think they would do that?
Oh no, I think it's just Derek Barry.
It's just Mariah Balenciaga competing against 9 Derek Barry.
Here for it.
It's just 2 of them, but 9. Derek Barry has 9 lives. Mariah would
win. Oh my god. Okay, I don't think I've talked about it on the podcast. I fucking adore Mariah Balenciaga. Mariah Balenciaga is one of my favorite Drag Race queens of all time.
Really?
Yeah, I love Mariah.
I didn't feel like that'd be the one you would attach to.
Huh?
I didn't think that'd be like the one you would attach to.
Oh yeah, have you
I feel
seen
like you'd be like, well, yeah, but I feel like you're like a Chanel or like a.
Oh, I do love Chanel.
Like I feel like that'd be like the type. Like
I like
I
Mariah.
love me a Chanel.
Yeah.
But I just love Mariah is so fucking funny. Everything
She's so
I love
fun.
that
I
about
love
is gold.
I love her on Fashion Photo Review because sometimes her opinions don't make any sense because she's like, you know, I'm loving this outfit, but I'm not living for this look. I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
I'm loving it.
I'm not.
What?
What? Okay.
My favorite, everything, even just the way she phrases things is just so instantly iconic, even if it's not funny at all. Like one time she just, like in the casting special, she just goes, I do not perform in drag shows. That is not how I make my income. And it's just instantly iconic.
Can we talk?
And then my favorite thing that she did her entire season was just in the acting challenge, her just laissez-faire delivery of, go fuck yourself.
I think for timing reasons, let's just go through the runways and then we probably have to be done.
I want to talk about the talents. I do want to talk about the talents. The bullet points.
No, all of them sound like they're just rip-offs of last year, and I don't think any of them are true.
Except for Derek's.
That sounds like a full lie.
Oh, it's so bullshit, but I want to talk about it anyway.
Derek Barry doing the roast of Derek.
I think it'd be so funny.
It'd be great, but it's not going to happen.
Derek Barry roasting Derek Barry, and he himself is playing Britney Spears.
And like, I would love for the cracker thing to be true, but I don't think it's gonna. Because how do you do that?
What's crackers?
I know
that you
It's
can't
an
do a
original
comedic
song.
lip sync.
I mean, if it's an original song.
Does she have any?
I mean, if she made one for show.
Yeah, but
Like,
I mean,
a lot
hers
of
are all
things.
like cutouts of like dialogue and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I saw her lip sync. Like
No, we got.
Mayhem's is supposedly kind of like Alyssa is like a remake, like a mix of all her memes and phrases, which I could see being true. I actually don't think Mariah's is true. Mariah's doesn't sound real.
Yeah.
What's Mariah's?
That she's going to do a ballroom number.
Which would be amazing, but it's not happening.
That would be
You have to
everything.
let the audience know, because they may not know.
Runways they were told to bring. 3 and 1.
Okay, now they're just ripping off Drag Race Thailand.
Alien.
I can see it.
I mean, yeah. What is vague runway?
I know.
I don't
same thing.
know.
Like Vegas runway?
No, it's just vague. The word vague.
Do you think they misspelled
G-U-E.
But I kind of like that idea of like them presenting a very vague idea.
No, it's kind of like
they
my,
just say
it's my idea of going in there and
It's-
saying, on this week's challenge, you're gonna do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
And then leaving the room and just seeing what happens. And then leaving the room.
I love the idea of an all-star season that exists only to troll both the queens and the audience. Like, you're gonna do some stupid shit. This week you'll be acting in a thing.
This week you're going to be doing a thing.
Oh my god,
Choreographed by Coco Montree.
that would be such a good challenge. Separate all the queens, and then make them like each develop a character to go into a story, and they have to like do like an improv like scene. Oh god! But like none of them know what each other brought. No one know anything. They're all separated. That'd be great.
Oh my god.
They're vaguely told like it's sunny outside.
I still love the
It is
idea
hypnotized, but
of
acting.
I still love the idea of a season where nobody gets eliminated, but no one gets like kicked off of the show, but they do decide who loses each week, and that person just gets edited out of the raw footage.
No, I wish I like. Wouldn't it be kind of cool? Like I've always thought, like, what if they did Drag Race in a way like they did the whole season with all of the queens, but they decided. Like they do the finales, like each decision is made each week. So like they just edit out the people.
I know,
like,
that'd be
That's what I just talked about.
I mean, basically, yeah. But like with the winners too, like it's all decided as the episode is airing. So like each week we're like, you know what? I decided they want to win. So like change the episode. Like they have like outcomes for each thing. And
Like
you
how
just see
they
who
record-
wins. Like that. Not even the queens know.
It's like how
Everyone
they
goes
record
home-
multiple winners.
Everyone
Yeah.
goes home with no actual confirmed good or bad.
Yeah. Like they're like, I could have done good, but I could have been first to go
Including,
home.
they record like 100 lip syncs every week where all the different matchups.
Isn't there like a Netflix show that's like that? Like you choose what happens next?
We'll talk about Bandersnatch though.
We
another
need
time.
Choose Your Own RuPaul's Drag Race where they release
my
every
God.
possible edit. You can decide how
Oh my god.
Anyway.
That's the international All-Star season, the crossover with Thailand, UK, The Switch, and American Drag Race.
We have
Okay,
Bows,
Thailand
Bows,
would win.
Bows,
Yeah.
Bows, which I hate that.
Bows.
Camouflage.
I can't wait to see what swimsuits Shea Coulee wears.
And a prom. I'm like, could these themes get any worse? Could be
Slumber party.
Slumber party.
Yeah, the one runway just
Med
we could
student.
dance.
A dance.
It's just what?
I love the idea. I still want to do a med student runway for one of the balls.
I still want a cooking competition one.
I know. I want a cooking
I
show
am
challenge.
so mad that it hasn't been a thing yet. I feel like you probably I feel like they haven't because they don't want to eat food made by these incompetent gay people who can't cook.
I know, right?
Well, yeah. Well, they may be able to cook.
Eureka can cook.
Silky can cook.
Latrice can cook.
The fat one.
people.
I heard Jasmine Masters can cook, but I don't ever want to see her on television ever again. I can't stand
I don't
No, I
know.
feel like
but
she
that
just
is-
she can cook, she gets stoned and like puts American cheese on a saltine and microwaves it.
So this has been a fun podcast.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
well, anyone listening hoping that we had any kind of like scorching tea, go to bed disappointed. Like, die mad, I guess. This has been Bill and Pam Podcast. Bill and Pam.